It's me, Teacher Gon. In our today's video, we will continue our discussion with regard to trigonometry. So, last time meron tayong upload a video wherein we discussed how to convert radian measure of an angle to degree measure and vice versa. And right now, ang target natin is talk about the concept of angles in standard position, and we will discuss coterminal angles and how to find a positive and negative coterminal angle. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So we have here the first concept wherein we are asked to discuss angles in standard position. In normal geometry, ang angle natin looks like this. We have this angle. We have two rays and the vertex. Pero, kapag nagkaroon tayo ng direction about the rotation of an angle, this ray is your initial side. And this ray is considered as your terminal side. Para hindi kayo mawala sa concept ng initial and terminal side, isipin na natin that the initial side is the starting point of this angle. And the terminal side is the finish line or the last point of this kind of angle. What if yung context nito ay ilagay natin sa isang Cartesian plane since we are dealing with the unit circle? So, I will erase this one para makita niyo yung konsepto ng angles in standard position. Pero syempre, nakalimutan ko pala, before yon, let us define first what is angle in standard position. An angle is in standard position if its vertex, again, an angle is in standard position if its vertex is located at the origin, meaning sa mismong center ng ating Cartesian plane, and one ray is on the positive x-axis. Sir, paano po yan? Ano po ibig sabihin ng mismong definition na yan? Simple na naman, guys. Let's say, for example, I have this kind of angle. Yung tinutukoy dito na vertex is at the origin, dapat daw yung iyong vertex ay nandito. Yung connection o yung intersection between the two rays of an angle. And I will draw a part of this angle. At yung sinasabi dito, dapat daw yung one ray is on the positive x-axis. So I will use a red ink to dominate the positive x-axis. Mapansin nyo, this is the first ray. And mag-draw ko ng another ray wherein, as you can see, meron tayo na buong angle. And just say, ito yung ating direction for this angle. Now, going back to the definition of angles in standard position or angle in standard position, ito na yung mismong definition niya. Mako-consider natin that the angle is in standard position, ito na po yun. If the vertex is located at the origin and yung isang ray natin ay nasa positive x-axis. This is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. Now, since pinag-usapan natin kanina yung initial side and terminal side, yung one ray na tinutukoy natin na nasa positive x-axis natin, dapat siya yung tinatawag nating initial side. At yung ray natin na umiikot along the Cartesian plane is your terminal side. Kapag ganito yung itsura ay nangyari sa angle nyo sa isang Cartesian plane within a unit circle, automatic, this angle is considered as an angle in standard position. Again, criteria lang natin, dapat yung vertex nasa origin or nasa 0, 0. The initial side of this angle lies on the positive x-axis at yung terminal side nyo kahit saan na yan. Kahit saan na yan. Okay? So I hope na clear tayo sa concept about angles in standard position. And another thing na pwede kong may add dito is that we have two different directions sa rotation ng angle sa isang Cartesian plane. The first one ay yung ating counterclockwise direction. Again, di ba yung clock natin pag ganito, tama? Pagdating ka ng movement. When I say counter, syempre, opposite direction yan. mula dito, papunta dito. So, anong ibig sabihin ko, bakit ko ina-emphasize yung clockwise direction ng movement ng angle? Kasi kung meron kang angle that moves counterclockwise, automatic, the measurement of the angle is positive. Let's say, for example, I have this one. I have this Cartesian plane, and here's my initial side, okay? And then I will move counterclockwise here, okay? So I will end here, and this is my terminal side. Let's say, for example, this angle measures 300 degrees. This one is a positive angle because the movement or yung revolution ng ating angle ay counterclockwise. Okay, I hope na nakuha yung concept natin. Yes sir, what about naman po kapag yung movement po o yung revolution po ng mismong angle natin ay clockwise direction? Siyempre, if yung ating counterclockwise ay positive, automatic, yung counterclockwise natin, yung clockwise natin ay negative. Example, this is your initial side. Diba? This is your initial side, and I will move here, kaparehas ng movement ang ating clock, and let's say this one, I will stop here, at ito yung aking initial side, the terminal side rather, and this one, let's say this is 200 degrees. So this one is negative 200 degrees. Okay? Ito ay negative 200 degrees. Tanda lang when the movement or the revolution of the angle is counterclockwise, that is positive. If yung movement natin ay clockwise direction kaparehas ng clock natin, automatic, that is a negative angle. So I hope na nakuha niyo yung concept natin about angles in standard position at yung ating revolution kapag clockwise at counterclockwise. Now let's move on with the concept of coterminal angles. So let us define coterminal angles. Coterminal angles are angles in standard position, again, in standard position, that have common terminal sides. So dito, kung mapansin nyo, ang pinag-uusapan natin dito ay hindi lang iisang angle. Kaya nga coterminal angles eh. Parang angle pair sila. Angle pair o pwede mas marami pa. Now, what is the concept behind that? Pero before natin puntahan yan, sagutan mo natin yung number 1. Find a positive and negative coterminal angle for each given angle. So, how do we find a positive and negative coterminal angle for each given angle? So dito, parang babalikan natin ito mamaya. To find a positive and negative, all you need to do to find a positive and negative coterminal angle is to add and subtract 360 degrees from 60 degrees. So the first one is we have 60 degrees plus 360 degrees, and we know that the measure of this, the sum of this one is 420 degrees. And to subtract 360 degrees from 60 degrees, this will give you negative 300 degrees. Now, ito na yung kinoconsider natin positive and negative coterminal angles ng 60 degrees. Sir, paano ngayon sa isang paano natin may apply yung concept ng coterminal angle sa isang Cartesian plane? So let's say for example, I have this angle. This is the initial side, and ito yung ating 60 degree angle. This is your 60 degree angle. Ngayon, nakuha natin kanina as one of the coterminal angle is 420. Okay? So, para ma-consider silang dalawa, ibig sabihin nito guys 60 degrees and 420 degrees are coterminal angles. Again, they are coterminal angles. So, paano po yun? So, gawin natin. Let's put 420 degrees sa ating Cartesian plane. I will move here. This is 90. This is 180, 270, 360. And we know, kapag tiniretso ko ito dito, I will add another 60 degrees this will be 420 degrees. At kung mapansin nyo, nag-stop din ako sa terminal angle originally ng ating 60 degrees. Ibig sabihin, pag sinabi na talaga natin coterminal angles, these are angles with the same terminal sides. Given na yung name natin, di ba? Coterminal angles. Dapat para sila ng terminal sides. Yes, sir. What about this negative 360 degrees? So, try natin gagamit ako ng red ink. Since, we subtracted, this is negative, ang gagawin ko ngayon, I will move in clockwise direction. We have here negative 90, this is negative 180, negative 270, tama? Kasi bawat isa dyan ay 90 degrees. And we know na ito ay isang 90 degree angle. If this is 60, ibig sabihin ito ay 30. So this is negative 270 degrees. Okay? I hope na nakuha yung concept na meron tayo about coterminal angles. So let's continue with item number 2. Find the positive and negative coterminal angles of 150 degrees. So gagawin natin dito, we will add 360 degrees to 150. So this is 360 degrees. 150 plus 360. This will give us the answer of 510 degrees. And as for the next one, we have 150 degrees minus 360 degrees. This will give us the answer of negative 210 degrees. Ito na yung ating positive and negative coterminal angles. Ibig sabihin, yung 150, coterminal niya si 510 at saka si negative 210 degrees. So let's have item number 3 since madali naman yung concept natin. Let's say I have negative 200 degrees. Find the positive and negative coterminal of this one. So what you will do, since this is negative, ang gagawin mo naman, syempre, negative 200 degrees plus 360 degrees. And this will give you the answer of 160 degrees. Ibig sabihin, coterminal silang dalawa. And to subtract 360, so 200 minus 360 degrees. Since para silang sign, this will give us negative 560 degrees. At ito na mismo yung sagot natin for the positive and negative coterminal angle. So, I hope na nakuha niyo yung concept na meron tayo sa board natin about angles in standard position and coterminal angles. In the next part of our video, we will find the positive and negative coterminal angle kapag naman yung ating angle is in radian measure. Now, let us continue how to find the coterminal of a given angle. Last time, meron tayong upload the video, or last time sa first part ng ating video, ang ginawa natin, we are given the angle in degree measure, and hinanap natin yung kanyang positive and negative coterminal angles. And this time, as you can see, I have here 4 different items, and yung ating angles dito are expressed in radian measure. So the question here, how are we going to find the coterminal angle of pi over 3? Nung gumamit tayo nung ang given natin ay degree measure, nag-add lang tayo and nag-subtract ng 360 degrees. So, sir, paano po dito? Remember that in unit circle, yung value ng ating 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi. Ibig sabihin, isang buong revolution. Okay? So dito, since yung ating angle is expressed in radian measure, ang gagawin natin dito is we will simply add or subtract 2 pi para makuha natin yung positive and negative coterminal angles. So let's start with the first one. We have pi over 3 plus 2 pi. Ngayon, kung mapansin niyo, meron tayong fraction. Sir, do we need to find the LCD? Hindi. Tuturuan kayo ng trick para mas mabilis tayo. Remember that The rule in adding and subtracting fractions, kapag parehas yung kanilang denominator or if the fractions are similar, mas mabilis yung ating pag-add or subtract. So dito, kailangan natin maging similar or kailangan maging similar yung kanilang denominator. As you can see, we have pi over 3 plus 2 pi over 1. In-express natin bilang fraction yung 2 pi natin. And mas mabilis na gagawin natin dito to make it similar fractions. Kailangan natin mag-multiply ng number sa 1 to make it 3. So what you will do is to multiply this by 3. And syempre, yung numerator din. Para maging 3 over 3 is 1. Walang mangyayari. Or I mean, walang masyadong magbabago kapag nag-multiply tayo ng 3 over 3. Now, it will transform as pi over 3 plus 2 pi times 3. This will give you 6 pi over 1 times 3. That is 3. Kung mapansin niyo, similar fraction na sila. And to add these two fractions, pi plus 6 pi is equivalent to 7 pi. And then copy your denominator, and this is the first coterminal angle of pi over 3. And guys, ito pala, yung pi over 3 natin is equivalent to 60 degrees. Ito namang ating 7 pi over 3, multiply lang natin 360, okay, times 7, because your pi is equal, this is 180, sorry. 180 times 7 over 3. So, simplify natin, this is 60, mawawala to. So, ibig sabihin guys, yung ating 7 pi over 3 is equal to 420 degrees. And kung mapapansin nyo, yung ating pi over 3 is 60. Tama? Remember, kung ang given natin ay in degree measure, para makuha natin yung kanyang positive coterminal angle, mag-add ka lang ng 360 degrees. Look at this one. 60 degrees plus 360 degrees, that is equivalent to 420 degrees. So, tamang-tama yung ginagawa natin. Now, let's have the second coterminal angle. Nag-add tayo ng 2 pi. So, yung next part natin, we will subtract 2 pi. We have pi over 3 minus 2 pi. Pero alam naman natin, kasi tuloy na natin to. So, mag-multiply tayo ng 3. And then this one is over 3 then. To become pi over 3 minus, ito na siya, 6 pi over 3. And subtracting these two given measurements, this will give us negative 5 pi over 3. Ito yung mismo sagot natin for the second coterminal angle. Now let's continue with item number 2. We are given 5 pi over 2. So first step natin is to add 2 pi, 5 pi over 2 plus 2 pi. So since yung denominator natin is 2, we will multiply the whole equation by 2 over 2. And this will give us 5 pi over 2. 2 times 2, that is plus 4 pi over 2. And as you can see guys, we can add them. This is equivalent to 9 pi over 2. And this is the first, dito natin lagay para may space tayo. This is the answer for the first coterminal angle of 5 pi over 2. We have 9 pi over 2. And we will subtract 2 pi. We have 5 pi over 2 minus 2 pi. So, para mas bilis tayo, alam naman natin na kapag ginawa natin itong similar fractions, yung 2 pi natin will be converted as this one, di ba? So, mag-minus tayo ng 4 pi over 2. Parehas lang yan. So, parang mabilis yung process natin. We have here 5 pi minus 4 pi. This is pi over 2. And this is the answer for item number 2. Ibig sabihin nito guys, the coterminal angles of 5 pi over 2 are 9 pi over 2 and 5 over 2. Let's continue with item number 3. Kung mapansin nyo negative, di ba? We have negative 5 pi over 6. Possible yan. So para mas mabilis tayo, let's start. We have negative 5 pi over 6. And add tayo ng 2 pi. Para maging proper, maging similar sila, we will multiply 2 pi by 6 over 6. And this will give us negative 5 pi over 3. And this one, 2 times 6, that is plus 12 pi over 6. 1 times 6 is 6. And to add them, negative 5 pi plus 12 pi, this is positive, positive 7 pi over, this is 6. Over 6. At ito na yung first coterminal angle natin. And to shorten our process, gagawin natin katulad ng ginawa natin sa number 2, we have negative 5 pi over 6. And nag-add tayo ng 12 pi over 6. Mag-subtract tayo ngayon ng 12 pi over 6. And subtracting these two measurements, this will give us negative 7 pi over 6. And this is the second coterminal angle of negative 5 pi over 6. Tama? Now, let's have the last one. We have 7 pi over 3. So, we will add 2 pi. 7 pi over 3 plus 2 pi. Same process. Express 2 pi as a fraction. Multiply it by 3 over 3. Again, yung pinang-multiply natin is naka-base sa denominator ng ating given radian. So, dito, what you will do is convert this into similar fractions. We have 7 pi over 3 plus 6 pi over 3. And 7 pi plus 6 pi is 13 pi over 3. Ito na yung coterminal angle natin. And lastly, guys, we will subtract 2 pi. We have 7 pi over 3 minus yung 2 pi natin is equivalent to 6 pi over 3. And finally, the answer here, 7 pi minus 6 pi, this will give us the answer of pi over 3. And yan. I hope na nakuha yung concept natin kung paano makakuha ng coterminal angles of a given angle in radian measure. And as for your assignment, guys, I will give you item number 5, wherein the only given here is pi. So, I hope na makita ko sa comment section. Find one positive and one negative coterminal angle of pi. Yun nga, I hope na makita ko sa ating comment section yung mismo sagot nyo sa inyong assignment in finding the coterminal angles of pi. So guys, if you have any question or suggested topic that you want me to discuss within this channel, feel free to comment down below. And syempre, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe at i-hit na rin yung bell button for you to be updated sa ating latest uploads. Again, it's me, Teacher Gon. Maraming salamat. Bye!